Max Verstappen's race at the Hungarian Grand Prix caused a lot of drama. The usually calm three-time world champion had a tough race that pushed him hard. When the race ended, Verstappen got very angry, showing a side of him we don't often see. His outburst surprised many people, making fans and critics wonder if his dominance was shaking. Was this just a one-time thing? Or is Verstappen starting to crack under pressure? This event has made everyone look closely at how Verstappen performs and handles stress. The Hungarian Grand Prix was a really hard race for Max Verstappen. Even though Red Bull had new upgrades for their car, Verstappen struggled with a car that didn't work well. He had to fight not just other drivers, but also his own car. As the race went on, Verstappen started to lose his cool. His radio messages, which are usually calm, became very angry. Each message showed how upset he was, giving fans a rare look at how stressed he felt in the car. These angry messages made people worried. They reminded everyone of when Verstappen was younger and drove more dangerously. People started to wonder if the pressure might make him go back to taking big risks while driving. Verstappen getting so upset was unusual for him, and it surprised his team and fans. Everyone was left wondering, was this just because of one bad race, or are there bigger problems? After the race, everyone in Formula One was eager to see how Verstappen would handle this rare moment of weakness. The Hungarian Grand Prix showed a side of Max Verstappen we don't often see. During the race, Verstappen got very frustrated, and his angry radio messages showed how much pressure he felt to carry the team. From the very start of the race, when Verstappen had to let another car pass him, he was unhappy. His teammate Sergio Perez also didn't do well, which made Verstappen feel like he was fighting alone with a difficult car. After the race, Red Bull team boss Christian Horner talked about what happened. He said, Max was frustrated, which you can understand. He talks very directly with his engineer. Horner said they would discuss these issues privately. Horner also said the team knows they need to make the car better, especially in how it turns corners and performs in different parts of the track. He emphasized that everyone on the team is working hard to improve. This event has started conversations about how the team works together and the pressure on Verstappen. Everyone in Formula One is watching closely to see how this outburst might change how the team plans for future races and how Verstappen drives. During the race, there was almost a crash between Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. This reminded people of their past battles. Verstappen drove very aggressively, which made people talk about his driving style when he's under pressure. After the near crash, Hamilton called it a normal racing incident. But Verstappen, who was already upset about the race, blamed Hamilton. This showed that these two top drivers still have tension between them. Verstappen was already unhappy with his team's race plan. The almost crash with Hamilton made him even more upset. He said, "Instead of just talking to me and admitting it wasn't good, of course that would calm me down, but they went against me. That was the last straw for me." Team boss Christian Horner said they would talk about everything privately. He defended the team's race plan, but admitted it didn't work well. This event has made Red Bull's season more complicated. It raises questions about how the team makes decisions and works together. Everyone is watching to see how Verstappen and Red Bull will handle this tough time and if it will affect how they do in future races. Recently, Verstappen's usually perfect driving has shown some problems. The Hungarian Grand Prix showed how his emotions might be affecting his driving. Verstappen used to drive with careful aggression, but lately he's been more reckless, like he was earlier in his career. He's had 2 big crashes in the last 3 races, which is worrying for such a good driver. People are now wondering if Verstappen can stay calm under pressure. As the season goes on and things get more intense, can Verstappen control his emotions and avoid mistakes? These emotional moments don't just affect one race. Each crash risks losing important points and puts stress on the team. It also gives other drivers a chance to catch up when Verstappen makes mistakes. For Red Bull, managing Verstappen's emotions is now as important as making the car faster. They need to support their star driver, but also make sure his strong feelings don't hurt their chances of winning the championship. As the Formula One season goes on, Red Bull Racing is facing a tough challenge. The team that used to dominate is now under pressure from McLaren and Mercedes, who are getting better. This has shown weaknesses in Red Bull's plans and car performance, making them rethink their approach. Max Verstappen is at the center of this challenge. His recent outbursts have shown he's worried about the team's direction and how well the RB20 car is performing. His frustrations, which he talked about publicly during the Hungarian Grand Prix, suggest he and the team might not be agreeing on strategies. Verstappen's calls for urgent improvements show that Red Bull is in a difficult position. The team now has to balance fixing their star drivers' concerns while also focusing on beating their rivals. This tricky situation needs not just technical improvements to the RB20 car, but also better communication within the team. The upcoming races will be very important for Red Bull. They need to show they can adapt and improve, not just in making the car better, but also in handling the high-pressure world of top-level Formula One racing. How the team responds to these challenges will likely shape their whole season and could affect their future in the sport. Everyone in Formula One is watching closely, wondering, can Red Bull address Verstappen's concerns, make their performance better, and keep their lead in the championship while facing tough competition? As the Formula One season reaches its most exciting part, Max Verstappen's emotional ups and downs at the Hungarian Grand Prix have set the stage for a thrilling continuation. The pressure of defending his championship title seems to be affecting the Dutch driver, possibly influencing his decisions on the track. Will we see more heated moments and risky moves in upcoming races? Verstappen is trying to balance his passionate driving with careful precision. How do you think this will turn out? Will his emotions cause more incidents? Or will he use them to drive even better and win more championships? Share your thoughts in the comments below. For more detailed F1 analysis, don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch our other videos.